Hey there, welcome back to Angry Bird. I'm going to talk about belief and why your belief, your personal belief, is becoming everyone else's fucking problem in the world. And I'm going to break it down to you in ways, hopefully it makes sense, because I'm not that sophisticated about it. So, what is a belief? If you don't know what a belief is, it's essentially you cannot prove it. No way. You can't. But you know it's true. That's a belief. So when you know something's true, do you really know it's true? Or you just really believe it's true? You just think it's true. So let's talk about something that everyone believes in or doesn't believe in, right? Religion, right? There's so many different ones. But there's only one true religion if you're a believer. If you're a believer, your religion is the only true religion. The others, they're all wrong. So how does that work? In a world where everyone's wrong but you all the time. And you can't prove it, but everyone's wrong anyway. So let's think about that for a second. What's another belief people get? They just believe it. They know in their heart it's true. They just know. How about the earth is flat? Right? There's people today in the millions, going to flat earth conventions. I shouldn't say in the millions going to the convention, but millions that believe the earth is flat, and they got conventions for it where they all fly to discuss all the ways the earth is flat. I mean, make that make sense. Make that make sense today. I'm not going to talk about why the earth isn't flat on this video. You're damn fool if you think it is. What is something else they believe? MMR vaccines cause autism. Yep, sure does. I know in my heart. They can't explain why, but they believe it, man. They believe that shit to the core. They're not letting those kids get those MMR vaccines. That causes autism. No proof, no evidence, no nothing. Measles outbreak all over the place. Kids dying. People dying. People recovering, losing immune systems. Right? And there's people out there still. Well, I believe it. I know if you would have did it, you would have got autism instead. Right? What's another one? What's a serious one? That's serious. MMR, not taking it, getting measles, spreading diseases. That's fucking serious. What's another serious one? How about the 2020 election was stolen? That's a belief. That ain't a fact-driven thing. That ain't something in your head you can go, all these ducks line up. Oh, for sure. Everything that was ever touted since day one on the election, since day one, every fucking thing that's ever been said, that's why it got stolen. Ended up being what? In courts, it was, man, they couldn't win nothing. And the point is if you believe that, it came from a place you just knew in your heart. You didn't have no fucking evidence for it. What did people do on that belief? Storm a Capitol? Get violent? Beat up cops? Look for people to hang? That's a belief. That's a serious fucking problem for everyone that knows better. If people just go, well, I believe it because other people believe it, so it must be true. And then you go violent on it? Shame on your ass. Shame on your ass. What's a gambit? You guys all know what a gambit is? In chess, man, there's moves and stuff. A gambit's like essentially a sacrifice. It's a risk. Okay? In the world of belief, there's this idea that you'll make it to the afterlife. Everyone thinks they're gonna make it. Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna do good. I know it. There's a belief there, man, that they're all gonna make it. They know there's an afterlife and they're gonna make it to it, right? So there are people in that group that don't really believe. They don't. But the risk is too great to take that chance. So it's a gambit. They'll go to church. They'll go to church because, look, they go their whole life, they go to church, and they die, and nothing happens. They didn't lose anything. But if you didn't go to church your whole life, and you get to the afterlife, and you were wrong, you're going to burn in hell. That's the gambit idea. That's the fear of, oh shit, I don't want to take that chance. That would suck. So I better go this way. What's another belief-driven thing? I know it's going to sound crazy. I know it is. But cryptocurrency is a belief-driven thing. Not what it is, but the value of it is a belief-driven thing. It has no value. It is a thing that can be traded, for sure. But it's backed by the next buyer. It's backed by someone else who believes it is also going to keep going up and up and up, and we're all going to get rich, and world's on fire. All you got to do is have crypto, and you're going to be a billionaire, right? What world does that work in if you're not making anything? You see, you just believe the marketing. What was the marketing? Crypto's the future. Crypto's this. I mean, I could tell you, I'm not going to ramble them all, but I could tell you that I've heard them all. I've dug down each one. Each claim of what it was, and I've dug down each one. And the only one that registers is it's an easy thing to trade. That's it. To get around laws. It's an easy thing to trade with nobody knowing. At least knowing what it was traded for. So you give something value like that, right? You hype it up around the world, everyone buys it, woo, explodes in value. Now you could trade with your friends stuff that they know they won't, so no one knows what you traded. Give them some Bitcoin for some money. Whatever was on the back end of that, don't matter. We just trade in Bitcoins. Your belief that it'll keep going up in value is what propagates the value. There's nothing holding it up except the belief of it. Because you didn't make a product, you're not selling a product, you're not producing nothing that the world really needs. You're producing hype, and with that hype, it produces value, and with that value, it produces more hype, and it grows through a belief. So, is crypto worth $80,000 each? Well, sure it is. People are buying for $80,000 each, whatever the hell it's worth right now. Sure it is. The question is, what holds the value? The moment the hype is turned off, what holds the value of crypto? It's backed by nothing. It's backed by people having money. What happens in a world where the economy starts tanking and people don't have money? Your belief of it growing forever and you're dumping all your money into it instead of the economy might be a problem for everybody. There's some ridiculous amount of investors now, 425 million investors in crypto. So when it goes violent and when it's so you could commit crimes like crypto, so you can hype up the value, now you can do crime in the back doors. There's a problem with that. Your belief just became everyone else's fucking problem. If you believe the election was stolen and you got everybody crazy in the head to go violent and beat up cops, your belief is a fucking problem. You know, you got to be able to prove your shit in this world. Or why would we take you serious? That's why a belief isn't a sound argument. You can't walk in the door and go, well, I believe it and everybody else has to now. That's bullshit. I don't have to believe shit. Neither do you. You chose to, and you're telling me to choose to. It's fucking insanity that you would want other people to walk the life of a belief instead of shit that they can prove and see and feel and reproduce. Reproducing evidence is in every way, shape, and form is what makes something true. Reproducing it, showing it can be done over and over again, makes it fucking true. Not hyping up something into something else, and because a large group of people believe it, it must be true because so many people do. That's not how belief works. That's how hoodwinking works. What do you think religion was first used for? Read it. It ain't hard to figure out. It was used to control people of lesser of class. It's always been used to control the people of lesser class, to keep them in line. So the people that have more have religion over them. When you have religion over people, people believe something that doesn't exist. You can change it anyway. You know, you can make it into something to where they're going to fear doing something against the status quo. You can convince and hoodwink people into two fucking lines their whole life and indoctrinate their children forever when it's based on a faith or based on a belief. When you get people smart enough to see that, oh, hold on a second, look, I got evidence contrary, it disrupts it. That's why these people cannot handle fact checks. They can't handle facts because they need people to believe it. They need to believe they're fucking geniuses. They need you to believe they know what the fuck they're doing. They need you to believe that they're the only ones that can fix anything. The people running crypto need you to believe it's going to be your fucking retirement. You're going to be the richest bloke. You just got to keep investing. Keep making changes. Keep buying and selling. Just keep doing it. There's people making money off that shit. It ain't the average bloke. So if you want to run your life on a belief, fine, but do it on a personal fucking level. Please. Leave the rest of us a fucking alone. And it doesn't matter how large your group is. It doesn't matter if it's 100%. If it ain't based on anything that's real, you're 100% fucking wrong. Or you're 100% hoping you're right. Just hoping. You're doing a gambit. Man, if we don't do this and we're wrong, oh no, shoot, so we better. It's a gambit. You don't know any better. You don't know if you're right or wrong. You just, well, shoot, better not take that chance. That's control, man. That's control of the lessers. How they see the lessers. You're a fucking lesser to people. If they wanted you educated, they would educate you the fucking out of that. They would show you that you could believe it. And there's a lot of shit we can't explain in the world. Sure. But this is probably the least tangible, reasonable explanation of it. We can't prove there is no God, but we can prove those stories in that book are so fucking fabricated and ridiculously off the charts hypocritical. Over and over and over and over and over and over again. We can prove the misogyny. We can prove the master and slaveness of it. It's in the writings. It was from a time when that was normal. Any rate, it's just a thought. I love y'all. I just don't want to have a world where your fucking belief becomes everyone else's fucking problem. Keep your beliefs personal. What you can prove, voice all the way. All right. Love y'all. Bye.